Welcome to the Indigo League, where trainers grow and bond with their Pokemon to become the very best and prove themselves unbeatable.
We are unbeatable, we'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no, we won't fold, because we are unbeatable.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon, and thank you so much for joining us on today's episode of Unbeatable, as we are continuing the Seafoam City Double Battles Tournament. As you might remember, last episode, we had a very emotional conflict between Seth and Arya. Two characters who we have, obviously one of them is a player character, but Arya is an NPC who's been around since the beginning of the arc. So that was a fun little battle. But as it was
a fun time.
It was a fun time. It was wacky. But as we get into today's session, Seth, at this point, you have retreated back to the stands. You've completed your top 32 battle, getting into that top 16. And we're going to go through one more battle. But Gavin, at this point, you were aware that your first high stakes battle is going to be coming up in just a few minutes. So I don't know how Gavin specifically is handling getting ready for his first big battle, but that is going to be up to you, and we're going to come back to you in just a second to talk about that. During this time, though, there is another battle that is taking place between two separate trainers, Perry Midnight and Eugene Rowland. At this point in time, you can see that there is Eugene is walking up like very much like dark slacks, like sort of like that like off-white, like Egyptian cotton, like button-up shirt and like dark suspenders, with his hair sort of like slicked back.
Linen.
That's the words I'm looking for. There we go. That's my brain. My brain can't brain, and you're
Here
doing
for
the braining
you.
for me. Thank you. Whereas Perry Midnight is walking up, and she is like the definition of professionalism. She is wearing like sort of like a vest over top of like a longer blouse. She has this like beautiful navy blue hair. And just a complete dead expression, zero expression at all coming up onto the stage. And as this battle starts to like play out, as we start getting like into the actual fight, you can see at this point that Eugene is going to release a Dustox and a Drowsy. Pokemon that don't necessarily like speak to the pinnacle of strength. Any one of you who's experienced probably recognizes this person's probably trying to save his strongest Pokemon for a little bit further into the tournament. However, he is immediately taken aback when this person drops a Gyarados and a dragon type that most of you are not familiar with, called a Shelgon, which is a giant spherical dragon type Pokemon. This fight goes very quickly at this point, as the Shelgon is able to keep both Dustox and Drowsy pretty occupied with a mixture of Rage, Zen Headbutt, and Double Edge, where you can see that the Gyarados is sort of really not engaging in this fight for most of it, because it's doing this sort of like frenetic movement in the background, sort of like moving its body. Anyone who's familiar with dragon types will tell you that this is the Dragon Dance move, as it is powering itself up in the background. Eventually it gets to the point where Shelgon is going to rush to the side, bump into the Drowsy, putting it into the path of the Dustox. And at that moment, after charging up two different Dragon Dances, basically getting their attack up to a D20, this Gyarados is going to rear back and release just an absolute fucking torrent of energy, knocking out both Pokemon in a single blow, which is fun. Gavin, knowing that this sort of like very one-sided battle is happening in the background, how are you preparing for your first high-stakes battle?
So I know I'm going against Spike Surge, don't I?
You've known this since the bracket went up. You guys actually shared that moment of like sort of mutual respect and interest right when the bracket went up. And you have not seen him since.
Cool. So I'm like in the like changing rooms or whatever the equivalent is, and I've got Ava and Prince out, my two battlers for this fight, and he's got his Gavin's got his hand like in his pocket, and he's got something clutched in his hand in there. He goes, "Now listen, guys, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. This is gonna be a difficult fight. We fought this guy before. We did well, but it was tight. It was tight. Could have gone either way.
Ava very much remembers the tiny little fucking Pichu that almost got her out after she evolved.
Now, I believe in us that we can do this, but I think we need every edge we can get. Now, this brings me to you, Prince. I know you only just evolved into a Nidorino.
Nido.
But I've got something for you. I pull out a Moonstone.
What?
Man said 2 badges, I'm ready for a Nido King.
Prince is gonna be so dang tall.
Oh,
Jack.
man said
Listen.
2 badges, then Nido King.
If you're not ready for this, I understand. However, this is going to really help you in this fight. We're going against some electric types, presumably.
With that, what is Prince's friendship at the moment?
Prince's friendship is at a 7. It's up there.
7. Okay.
Nice.
Can
went to the
you
spa.
do me a favor?
Bonded.
Can you, Gavin, roll a charm roll? Just your charm die. Don't add. For once, we are not going to have you add your badges to this. Instead, you're going to add Prince's friendship to it.
That is a 16.
16. Okay. I'm going to say at this point you have the consent of your Pokemon and also free reign to narrate exactly how this scene goes.
So with Nidorino's ascent, how do you evolution stone a Pokemon? I don't get it.
It's contact, but also the Pokemon has to accept the energy into themselves, because basically what an evolution stone is, it is a crystallization of Pokemon type energy that is so dense that it forces a Pokemon to evolve. Pokemon can have contact with their evolution stone and not evolve, though it's very difficult. But if it is a Pokemon who has accepted evolution, contact simply needs to be made, and then the evolution stone will basically shatter into nothingness, and the energy will be absorbed into the Pokemon, forcing evolution.
Terrific. So I'm gonna like take. Oh, no, he doesn't have hands yet. He's not in Nido King.
He doesn't have hands yet, no.
I'm gonna lay the Moonstone out on the ground in front of him, so he can just take a little step forward and put his little rabbit foot on the Moonstone.
Because at the end of the day, he's just a really spiky rabbit.
And as he puts his paw on the Moonstone, it starts to glow, and Nidorino starts to grow. And as he grows, that extra weight presses down on the Moonstone, which shatters it.
That's fucking sick.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
very cool.
As he grows this white energy into a Nido King.
So yeah, with this energy sort of like coming into him, he's getting that like familiar white glow of evolution. I want to mention Prince is gonna go from 2'11" to 4'7", which with Gavin's height is basically as tall as Gavin.
I'm 5'10".
Sure,
But
buddy. Sure.
as he starts to grow, you do see that thing where like his front paws come off of the ground and get more of that like sort of like tactile like finger look to them as they turn into hands. His like stubby little tail fully extends behind him into a long purple tail. His 2 ears, instead of growing outwards, sort of grow in width and size, and the singular horn on the front extends even further as you hear Nido.
God.
As he like slowly like breathes out. And then you can see the immediate like step and like recovery, as this is a Pokemon that has evolved twice in the span of like a week and a half. So he is getting used to his size very much.
I have thumbs.
Father.
No, not again.
Yeah, but at this point, because you did already prepare the sheet for Nido King, you now have a poison ground type Pokemon, which from your memory of Spike's specializations might be something that you need in this upcoming battle.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
My only other 2 battlers are Ava and Bugle, and they're both weak to electric type.
Professor, I have a question.
What is the question?
Whilst this dope,
Yes, little
sick
boy?
evolution's happening, I have a question regarding the battle, because you said that currently Perry is winning that fight? I don't
Oh,
remember if
yeah.
we got
Perry
to the-
absolutely destroys that fight.
Okay, based on the matchup of that, I was like, I don't think those guys are gonna. That Dustox and Drowsy are okay.
No.
if you say
Dustox
so.
and Drowsy versus half evolved dragon type and Gyarados.
Yeah, but this is more of a question on how Perry is battling with them. Do we hear like commands being shouted out, talking to their Pokemon? What's she doing?
With Perry's like battling style, it is very much more in the like style of like quick commands but not micromanaging. So Perry might give the beginning of a chain of commands, like say giving like a setup move, but then doesn't command when moves. Like for example with Gyarados, Perry would have commanded Gyarados to begin the Dragon Dance sort of setup, but didn't give the command to attack. The Pokemon
Like
was
when to
trusted to
attack.
do that. Yeah.
I think-
Especially in
Okay.
sort of like from this character's perspective, sort of a low stakes battle that Eugene was. There's definitely not a lot of commands being given.
Cool.
Yeah, how was saving your tough Pokemon for later? How did that go for
Yeah,
that?
that didn't go great. I'm gonna be honest. That didn't
Good
go super
strat.
hot for Eugene.
Bad
Nope.
stat? Yeah.
I mean, depending on who you're up against. If he was up against Genki, it would have worked, you know.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay, so with that, Gavin, you have completed this evolution. I have a very important question for you, Gavin. Are you returning your 2 Pokemon before you go out to fight, or are you walking out with your 2 Pokemon?
That's a great question.
I will be returning them.
Okay.
I go. Okay, now. Nidoking. Give me some very careful skin.
It's a very good.
You can see that, like, even with the very intimidating, like, deep voice, this is still Prince, the shy rabbit. So it's the
Lonely. He's lonely.
Nido.
Not shy.
yeah, but we've sort of converted what that means for Prince.
Because he has friends.
He's a little man. He has
Um,
friends. Bugle's gonna be so excited when she sees how big he's got. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna say now. Let's not spoil the surprise for everyone else.
All right, 100%. With that, you hear the announcements that Perry Midnight has handily won against Eugene. So it is now going to be your turn to walk out. And you've done this for the prelims. You have gotten ready for battles before. We don't need to spend too much time getting into the arena. But it is just a little bit different because this time it is top 32. It is an actual numbered position within the tournament itself. This is the highest stakes battle you've ever had thus far, and it's against somebody you made a rival very early on in this journey. So as you sort of like walk out of the arena and start heading up to the podium where you're supposed to stand, you can see that at this point Spike Surge in his sort of like battle attire, stepping out with his like spiked bright yellow hair. You can see at this point his Pikachu, no longer Pichu, is seated on his shoulder. Spark, if you'll remember, that is the name of the Pokemon. And as he goes up, he gives you like a casual wave, and he's still got the one hand in his pocket and seems very nonplussed about a lot of the like.
Also got an evolution stone.
He just does it right now, but he does it like while making eye contact after the Ava thing. But as he steps out, he gives you like a casual wave and smile. And before the referee like even starts talking, he actually talks to you. Yeah, he goes, "Hey, it's been a long time."
It doesn't feel like that long.
Yeah, a few weeks at the very least. I just want to say I'm really excited to get to have this battle because I'm going to be honest, I'm still a little embarrassed about how I handled things last time.
There's no need to be embarrassed.
I was a little bit of a dickhead, but spent the last couple weeks training, so let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right. The referee looks to both of you, gives that like opening like announcements, and you see sort of the crowd. Because remember, at this point, it's no longer 4 prelim battles happening and everybody watching. It is every eye in the stadium is on the 2 of you at this point, and everybody kind of like has this moment where they realize that these 2 trainers have familiarity with one another as this exchange happens. At this point, from those of you in the stands, you can see that of like your group that's there, Finn and Vermilion seem to be both invested in however this goes. They both seem to like show interest in this battle. But at this point in time, the opening announcements have begun, and you hear, "All right, trainers, begin!" And at that exact moment, you're both going to throw out, Spike's going to throw out one Pokeball as his Pikachu jumps off of his shoulder, and you are going to toss out both of your Pokeballs, and we're going to roll some speed dice.
Okie dokie.
I know what I have rolled for my Pokemon. What have you rolled for your Pokemon?
Ava rolled a 20.
That's not surprising. Yep, that makes sense to me.
Damn.
And Prince rolled a 23.
Ava with a 20 and Prince with a 23. Very cool. Let's see here. That is only going to be a 15 for me, which in any other battle would be great. And that's going to be 8, 2. So that's two 15s for me, which in any other battle would be great. I'd be going first in any other battle. In this battle, not so much. So as this moment where 3 Pokeballs get released and Spark jumps from Spike's shoulder directly onto the field, you release both Ava and Prince. At this moment, is there anything you want to say about their release?
I think that he's just putting as much spin on those Pokeballs as he can.
All right, 100%.
Like they're in the air for a while.
That makes total fucking sense. So as that goes, you do see that the other Pokeball then that gets thrown by Spike is gonna go first, and you have this weird optical illusion where you hear the sound of a Pokeball opening, but it just looks like the Pokeball gets bigger, and lands on the ground when you see Electrode appear onto the Electrode appear on the field. So at this point in time, we are going to go ahead and begin the battle. It is going to start with the priority phase. Does anyone have anything that they want to declare with priority? And by that, I mean, Burrty, do you have anything you want to declare with priority?
Yeah, I'd like to declare
I am going to use my Ace Trainer ability.
Okay.
And have Prince take priority with Leah. Against
starting with a status move.
Pikachu.
And because people have not actually seen this get used, what Ace Trainer ability are you referring to, and how is it eroded?
So, my battle priority, my quick command ability, which allows me to add my intelligence dice to my speed checks, has had a little buff, which means that on the first round of combat, I can make one move act as if it has priority.
Which is pretty fucking sick. That was pretty good.
That's so
pretty good.
Cool. That's
so
pretty
good.
Cool.
Dangerous.
Okay. With that as well, I also am declaring a priority move, which is going to be specifically also using a trainer ability, using Spike's electric specialist ability, Lightning Flash. I'm going to have an electric type Pokemon use an electric type move with priority. So I'm going to declare that Pikachu is also using priority move. However, Spark is lower in the order, so you are still going to go first with Prince.
Can I declare another one?
Yes, I believe so. I believe it says one of your. Yeah, I believe it just moves you use in the first round.
Cool. Can I also have Ava do a quick attack then?
Cool. So basically, it's just going exactly how it was going to go without priority. Very cool.
No, I'm first.
Heck with your ability. Also,
That's
my
good.
Intimidate, Ava's Intimidate goes off.
Ooh, Ava's Intimidate goes off. That's a good point. Let me drop everybody's attack size. Okay. With that as well, then we're just going to go through the normal fucking order and do our stuff. So Prince is going to go ahead and go first. Go for it.
So Prince hits the field, and considering Prince was already in my last battle, I guess everyone was expecting a Nidorino.
Yeah,
And
there's
then Nidoking hits the
there's
field.
a whoa in the crowd when a Nidoking drops.
That combination of the audience's reaction, Ava's Intimidate, and just Nidoking's presence on the field being a lot bigger than the other Pokemon around is what compounds into just the evil eye stare that Prince gives Pikachu.
Damn, for a Leer. All right, let's roll
To-
HP versus special attack.
Yeah, to try and get Pikachu's defenses down.
This is so
This is scary.
spooky.
This is
I don't
scary.
like it.
It's so my special attack.
Yes. Burrty actually coming out with like decent like strats, and I'm actually like a little bit less confident than I was before.
That's an 18.
Haha.
That's an 18. Okay, you do succeed on the leer.
Cool. His defense is dropped by 1 dice size.
Ooh.
And that's when Ava is going to bullet across the battlefield with a quick attack and slam directly into Pikachu's chest.
Man, you are going for this Pikachu early on. Okay. Cool. With that, yeah, go ahead and roll, and I'll roll defense.
That's a saucy 20.
Okay. 9 plus 5 is 14, so that is not going to be a crit, but you are still going to hit with the quick attack.
Damn.
Which is fucking rough. Oh my god,
So
you
that
got to
is-
declare Ava's priority move without even using your ability because it's quick attack. So it has priority. Nice. Very cool. Priority on priority on priority. What's up?
Who's on first?
That's when Ava shoots across the battlefield, just checks Pikachu with a body slam, and that's going to be 2 minor wounds plus stab is 1 major wound.
Okay. Fuck. All right. Cool. Very cool. That is going to be the first blood of this fucking fight as
Jesus.
boom, hits in. That is, however, just the beginning of this fight. At this point, I believe it is going to be Pikachu's turn. We actually have to roll for something else. We have to roll for Pikachu's static ability when you hit with Ava. Go ahead and roll an HP die.
11.
You are not going to be paralyzed at this point in time. I only rolled an 8, so you're good. Let me make sure I've got the rules for paralysis up my other monitor just in case, because that's gonna happen every time you hit with a melee attack. Okay, so at this point, Pikachu getting hit by that, you see like the static off of it, but nothing happens with Ava. Spark is gonna roll back, and you see just like start to like glow, and it's very similar to a move you saw previously used called Charge. However, this move, instead of simply charging the Pokemon, also releases just like a fucking narrow beam of electric energy forward as Charge Beam is going to go off. I'm going to go ahead and roll special attack, have Ava roll special defense.
9.
9. I am unfortunately going to hit you with this. So as this Charge Beam hits, Ava has just delivered this like fucking third of its health hit to Spark at this point in time. But the Charge Beam is just going to reach out and hit Ava like square in the wing. It deals 2 wounds, plus it is stab, plus you are weak to it. So it's going to be 4 wounds total to Ava. And then there is a chance that it'll raise my Pokemon's special attack. So I need a 7 or lower. That's a 9. I did not get to raise my special attack, unfortunately. Okay. With that, that is going to go ahead and be Spark's turn. With that, Electrode is going to roll up. But actually, Electrode's going to gain some distance on at least Prince at this point in time. Given that people are aware that Prince is in fact a ground type, which they don't know what moves you're going to whip out with a big ass ground type. But as Electrode starts to like roll its body forward, you can see like large like gusts of wind coming off the top of its body, and you hear that familiar sound of like thunder in the distance, and you look up and storm clouds start to over the battlefield as it's going to go ahead and do a rain dance, as rain is going to appear over the field. Okay. With that is going to be Electrode's turn. We're going to go to the trainer phase. Nobody needs to move, so we're going to the crowd phase. Crowd, have you guys picked what you're going to be doing for your cheers?
Heck no, dog. I've been paying attention to this battle.
He said, heck no. Heck no, bro.
Let me even freaking remember what I can do in this.
Oh
What
my
is
god.
what is your Pokemon's friendship at? I know Nidoking is at a 7.
They're
What's
both
Ava's
at 7.
They're both at 7. Okay.
Then at least I'm going into this with the advantage in terms of friendship.
Yay.
Would you like more?
Would you like
It
more?
never hurts. Sure,
Well,
it's
actually,
whatever
didn't-
you want to do, honestly.
Ava got hit, right?
Ava got hit, but Ava's currently
Ava got hit for
rocking,
4.
4 minor wounds.
Okay. Let's do. Yeah, I'll cash out for a believe in them so that you can use that extra HP whenever.
Okay, so you're gonna get a friendship for Ava. Okay. And then what are you springing for, Kenna?
Nice. I think that 1 minor wound that's just hanging out there is bugging me, and I think if somebody hits you hard, it'll put you over. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start going Ava, and I'm gonna do you can do this.
Bold of you to use a
Yeah,
song
minor
where the
wound.
lyric is
You've
thunder
been
there. Do you have any fun cheers that you want to go with your Seth?
No, this is editor Matt now thinking in my head how many freaking thunder sounds I'm gonna have to listen to.
Oh yeah, because you have this episode. I have next one, so you have this.
So cool. I love thunder.
We'll just make all of our own every time.
Electric type Pokemon.
Yeah.
No, the more we make noises, the more I have to put sounds on.
Yeah, exactly. We only really add special effects when one of us describes a specific noise.
Yeah, and Aaron said Ava goes, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. But yeah, I think for for the Believe in Them, it's that anime thing where they're sitting silently in the stands like,
Believe it. Yes! Dude, that's the most Yu Yu Hakusho thing you've ever fucking said in your life. Okay, going back up to the top, we once again have the priority phase is, Gavin, are you declaring any priority moves?
The only one I've got is quick attack.
You're already going first, but I am going to declare a priority move.
I'll go ahead and do another quick attack.
Okay, so you're still first in the order because it's my Electrode that I'm declaring a priority move for.
Okay.
So with that, go ahead and take Ava's turn immediately before everybody else.
If you've seen the hit Marvel film Eternals, the scene where Makari is just beaming back and forth, just smacking the crap out of Ikaros.
Yes.
That's what's going on as Ava's just rocketing around Pikachu, just hitting quick attack, quick attack, quick attack.
Quick attack. It's just fucking quick attack spamming. I love this. All right, let's roll the hit. I've got a D4. Let's hope you don't crit. Ah, I dropped my D4. Oh no, I don't know where it went. I'm gonna find a different one. I'll find you later.
That's a 16.
That's a 16. By purview of rolling a 7, you did not crit. 2 plus
Dang.
5 by 1.
2 plus 5?
Yeah. This dude has 2 Pokemon and has been power leveling them this entire
Incredible.
time.
Okay. Yeah.
I could never.
Okay. So with that, I mean, honestly, he should just catch like 5 Pokemon. But with that, you still get to determine how this goes with that. I mean, you've already started talking about it. What does this particular hit look like?
So he caught him with that first quick attack and put Spark off balance, and then she literally like checked him with the wing on that first one, and then maneuvered around him, turned on a dime in the air and shot back, and now he's just smacking him in the back of the head.
That sucks. Oh, ow, that hurts. With that other hit, we do have to roll for static again. What'd you get?
That is a 10.
10. You are going to go ahead and get paralyzed at this point in time. As Ava hits with that other hit, you feel you immediately see Ava's wings start to like lock up. Just a reminder, with paralysis, there's a 20% chance each turn that you will be fully paralyzed and unable to move or carry out a command. And Ava's movement speed is halved while paralyzed.
Yay.
So the speed die isn't affected, but your movement speed is halved. So a lot of that like flying away and coming back is not going to be as viable of an option now with Ava.
Because I know how these Pokemon deal damage, I'm staying close quarters anyway.
That's valid. That's
with both
honestly
of the Pokemon.
so valid. At this point in time, you can actually see that because Aaron does not remember what Ava's speed die is, even though we know that it's particularly fast.
40.
It's a D10.
It's like a D.
Okay,
she
so
has 40 feet of movement speed.
Because the priority move that you see as Electrode has like finished summoning this rain dance, you see that it's going to turn and its body starts to like glow with electrical energy, and it's going to like sort of warp all the way around it, and then a shell sphere of electricity is going to go poof, off of its body, an orb almost as big as itself, and it's going to go hurtling towards Ava. Go ahead and give me a special defense roll.
That is a 6 and a 4 plus 4 is 14.
14. I'm going to go ahead and hit. At this point in time, as the Electro Ball hits Ava, it normally deals 2, but because my speed die is a size larger than your speed die, it deals an additional wound. Because Electrode has a D12 as its thing. Plus, it's going to be stab, and you are weak, so it's going to be 5 wounds to Ava.
That ball is fast.
Yeah, Electrode is a fast Pokemon. So with that, Ava is going to go ahead and take 5 wounds of damage.
Ava's on 1.
Ava is on 1. Okay.
So that heal.
Yeah, that heal kept Ava from having to use any of that friendship yet.
Jesus.
Okay, now that we are out of the priority phase, it's going to go ahead and go to Prince's turn. This is a
I've
quick
dealt
paced battle.
2 major wounds to
Yeah,
Spark.
Pikachu is currently at 3 wounds remaining at the moment.
Nidoking is just going to kick up dirt and go in on Spark with a Fury attack. Just horns first.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll that D4 plus 1 for the number of hits you get.
That's a 4.
I have a fucking D4 defense. There's no way I don't
Nidoking
use all of my friendship
also-
for this.
Rocking a Silk Scarf.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna roll 5 D4s all at once, just so that I
That's-
don't have to keep rolling.
Nidoking said.
13 on the first attack.
I love that none of these were 4s. None of these were 4. I rolled 5 D4, not a single 4 among any of them.
Statistically unlikely.
Statistically, very unlikely.
That's very true.
Oh, wait, no, wait. I'm reading this one wrong. It's one of those ones where the 4 is on the bottom, so that actually is a 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, now it's not fun anymore.
Oh, go
Yeah.
fuck yourself. Okay, give me all 5 rolls in order, then we'll deal. Oh,
You pick
no,
which
you
order
know
yours
what?
go in.
Actually, we can't. We have to, for your attack, we have to roll for static every time you hit. So that means you have the
But
chance
that
of.
wouldn't. But that wouldn't.
Oh, but
affect
static only does
until-
on the thing, not
yeah.
for each attack. Yeah, you're fine. Okay. Yeah. We will roll for static
paralysis
5
wouldn't
times after all this. Actually, can ground types be?
Yeah, he's a ground type.
Can ground types be paralyzed? Can ground types?
Get in the comments, guys. Let us know.
paralyzed?
Not
I'm
get in the
looking it up. Ground types can be paralyzed, but not by electric type moves. This is an ability, not a move,
Okay.
so you can be
Fine.
paralyzed.
You got the
Alright.
abilities for that, big man.
Also, that was a quick Google. If it ends up being wrong, fuck you in the comments.
No.
Get in them anyway.
It's a 13 on the first attack.
13. Let's see here. 4 plus what? I rolled a 10, so that's gonna be still a hit. So that's a hit.
14 on the second.
Hit.
Okay. It's 20 plus 3. It's 23 on the third attack.
23. Crit.
Jesus.
This Pikachu's fucking
10
dead.
on the fourth attack.
Hit. That leer did work. That
And
leer did
14
work.
on the fifth attack.
Hit.
Okay.
So that's 4 hits and a crit.
So that is going to be 2 wounds per hit, plus a major wound. So that's 10 wounds,
13.
10 minor wounds, and a major wound. So that's 13.
That is exactly how much friendship I have. That is literally exactly enough to put me out because I have a major remaining and 10 friendship.
top.
I would need 1 more friendship for Pikachu to survive this.
How's that crowd looking?
Yeah, no shit. Too bad Spike
that-
doesn't have a crowd.
That crowd is looking. Oh. It's okay. I forgot about something earlier that would have knocked Ava out, or at least really fucked up Ava. I forgot about it, but it's okay.
What?
No, it's
Spill
fine.
the beans.
It's
top.
fine. I
Spill
forgot
the
that Spark is holding a light ball, which is Pikachu's go-to move, but I forgot about it. Okay. That's gonna. What does that look like as you brutalize this Pikachu?
So Prince sees Ava like static out and start to like cruise out of the sky, and is just going to be like, "That's my teammate. That's my Prince." Prince was the second Pokemon I ever caught, which means he spent the most time around Ava than any other Pokemon. And he just, you see his like eyes just like his like eyebrows just furrow, and he's just, and he just goes in, and Nidoking is known as the drill Pokemon, and that's
Get
exactly
drilled.
what happens.
Oh my
Get
god.
drilled. Spark is fucking destroyed at this point in time. 5 hits, 1 of them a crit. Yeah, at that point, Spark goes on like the crit. When that starts hitting, it's that thing where like Spark like gets hit into the air and just like gets fucking like juggled from the fucking like melee drill. And then at the moment you see Spark go unconscious, like Spike is like talks Spark through the first like 3 or 4 hits, and by the 5th one, Spike's like, no, return. And it gives you a look like, damn, dude.
Just a baby.
Okay, yeah, cool. That just fucks my entire strategy that Spark has died so early. The rain dance was so that Thunder would auto hit.
Shit.
Electro doesn't have thunder?
I mean it does, but the goal was so that we could have 2 Thunders going on at the same time.
Use what you got.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just gonna shrug at Spike.
Oh. As he says that, I mean, Thunder also doesn't like fucking affect Nidoking, so it's just gonna be to take out Ava. Speaking of which, though, let's roll for static real quick. We gotta roll it for that 5 times.
The 9 on the first one, 10.
Oh, that is explosion.
Ooh.
Yeah. I only need to succeed on one of these. That's a D8. That's not a D10. I'm stupid. Oh my god.
We got 9 and a 10. So if you can beat any of those,
Are
sounds like you did. just gonna guess. It sounds
So-
like you did.
So what I do is when I'm rolling them all in a line, what I'll do is I'll put it out, and then if a die explodes, I'll put another one above it just so I can track everything. One of these is a D10 that exploded 3 times.
Yeah, chill.
Okay, so yeah, I'm
Chill.
paralyzed.
So yeah, you're paralyzed. And that was not like, it didn't matter how hard it exploded, but that was a 37 on one of those.
Ooh,
Spark's last remaining gift. At this point, as both of your Pokemon now are paralyzed, at this point in time. Paralyzed just lasts the battle unless you heal it. So both of your Pokemon are now paralyzed, which means they both have halved speed, which means Electrode, with its unreasonably high speed, and you're both in melee, it can kite you.
Get
Okay.
fucked.
Okay.
Damn.
So at this point in time, we're gonna get to the crowd phase because that was all the Pokemon stuff. So, crowd phase. What are you guys doing at this point in time?
There should be a crowd move to heal paralysis.
Well, there's not.
Just shouting.
Let me do a get 'em for Electro. Just kidding. I want to see this thunder go off.
It's okay. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a lookout for Prince because Ava's not gonna make it. There's a guaranteed move hit that it makes no sense to try and
That's true. You're so right.
negate that.
Okay. And then what are you doing, Coryne?
Because Ava has 8 friendship right now.
Ava does have 8, so I have to deal 9 to Ava in order to drop Ava, which I don't know that I can do with an auto hit. That's not a crit.
But if I give Ava another friendship, that could be 2 majors that could be negated through. Although I don't think you want to drop her down to 0.
9 friendship is 3 majors.
I'm tripping. You're right.
Yep.
Okay. We start every round with.
You get an additional 1 every
We started
round.
with 3.
You started with 3, then you used 3.
I
So
cashed
you're
out,
only
I
at
only
1,
got
so
one
you
back, so I
you
used
can
the
only use a
lookout.
1.1, yeah.
Okay.
Unless you choose to not use 1 and save
No,
it for another
I'm
round.
gonna do the lookout because.
Okay.
And then Kenna, you healed.
Yeah. So
Kinda
I used
healed.
2.
So you had 2, or you had 1 remaining, so you're at 2 right now.
So you can either heal or do a lookout or get him.
That's how math works.
Yep.
You're absolutely right.
Which I mean, currently, believe in them and you can do it is equivocal because it's 1 wound you're
Yep.
saving.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and do. You did a lookout for Prince.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a lookout for Prince, and you just hear Coryne going, he's big, he's shy, he'll poison all you guys. Nidoking!
That's
and we'll do a
fucking
lookout
funny.
for Prince.
That's really funny. Okay.
The 2 lookouts for Prince.
2 lookouts for Prince. So ideally, Prince will not get fucked up by
Or
whatever
giving
this
up on
next thing
Ava, and
is.
I won't forgive you. Bro.
Ideally, Prince is gonna look out.
Okay, cool. Then with that, going to the top, I'm declaring a priority move. Are you gonna declare a priority move?
Is the priority move the auto hit? I mean, I guess I wouldn't know that.
You wouldn't know that, yeah.
I would know.
Matt in the sense, I would know.
I would know. And that's not even Matt currently. This is editing Matt knowing in the future.
Yeah,
Editor, I
I'll
want
go
us to
ahead
just
and-
slow zoom on Burrty's face as he's thinking.
It's
Just-
a lot of work you're asking for.
It's not that much work.
I know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I was like, my plan for this one was to have Ava do double team, but
Mhm.
that's not going to help against an auto hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go with quick attack.
Okay. Yeah, 100%. Go ahead and roll attack. I'll roll defense. My defense
Ava's going
is
out
still
swinging.
a D8.
Hell, as she should.
Yep.
That is a 22 to hit.
22 to hit. Okay.
D20
That is going to
baby.
hit. That is going to hit, and that is going to crit because I rolled a 12.
Let's go!
Let's
Ava ain't
fucking
going out like
go.
a bitch.
Yep. So what does that look like as Ava's using her final
Two
fucking charge?
major wounds.
Very cool. I'm popping both of those on there. Okay. Yeah, Ava. And then what's a hit? What's a hit look like?
Can Ava attack?
Oh, we didn't roll for it. Yep. Go ahead and give me a roll. Give me a roll.
Dang.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling a d10.
Just any d10.
Any d10, and I'll tell you how it works. Go ahead and roll for me.
8.
You just barely avoided it by 1. 9 and 10 was gonna fuck you. 9 and 10, you were fucked.
Oh my god.
It's a 20% shot, Doc. A 20%.
2 major wounds.
Oh, okay, cool. So at that point, yeah, what does that hit look like?
Ava's like, you know, she's paralyzed. She's holding on to try and see out the end of this battle, and I think the red mist descends. You see just her just go glassy eyed, and you just hear like a shockwave wash through the stadium. As the quick attack goes off, she puts all of her remaining strength into her wings and just body slams into Electrode as hard as she can.
I'm gonna add flavor onto this because my thing is an auto hit. As you like hit, it is at that moment that the storm clouds down into Ava and Electrode at this moment. Electrode just kind of like absorbing its own electricity and not really like doing its thing. Flavor-wise, I could have spaced it. But as this like fucking poof hits with thunder, Ava is going to take 4 + 1 + 6. So Ava's gonna take 6 wounds. Do you want to leave Ava up? You can.
Do I need to spend 5 to keep her alive?
Yep. The question is, how much confidence do you have in Prince?
I have confidence in Prince.
Okay.
Ava, the Pikachu is out. We dealt with that Pikachu handily. Ava just went out, just did 2 major wounds like a goddamn champ. Ava's coming back.
Okay. Ava comes back at that point in time as that thunder leaves us with 2 Pokemon on the field, 1 heavily injured, 1 not touched yet.
Nido King!
Oh my god.
Okay. And then going into Prince's turn. Prince is the first one in order and the last one to go, which is really funny. But I think we're both out of things to add priority to our moves, so we're good.
Yep. Prince has no priority stuff.
Yep.
And
we're both out of priority moves.
Prince, because Prince doesn't need to charge into this one because they're already in the melee area.
Yep. Oh no, you actually do need to charge into this one because remember, I put a lot of distance between you and Prince, and your movement speed is halved right now, my friend.
I rolled a 5 for the paralysis.
Okay. So what is your movement speed right now? Because I don't know if Prince can get there in a turn
15
without
feet.
dashing. 15 feet? You can't make it there. Prince cannot make it to Electrode in a single turn. So you can take, you can attempt to go past your range, and you take the full obscurement rule that we have, because kiting is technically not 100% in this game. But letting you know, Prince being paralyzed means that his movement speed is fucked.
Then Prince is going to move his 15 feet towards.
Okay.
And he is going to Leer he's going to Leer Electrode.
Okay. That is
just
going to be
let
an
him know.
HP die from me.
Prince is coming for him.
Yeah, I really hope that doesn't do anything to me. I really hope. Okay. What did you roll?
10.
I have 1 move that hurts Prince. 10. As Electrode, you can see like the confidence starting to build as it's like giant smiles, like Electrode, as like Ava's like still smoking feathers are in the air at this point in time. But that is going to go ahead and be Prince's turn. We're now going to go to the crowd phase. The thing is Prince is going to get to move 2 rounds in a row because I priority'd last round, but I don't have priority this time. So Prince is going to get to do his turn again twice.
Yeah, they close that range.
Yup. Okay.
I'm going to go for a get him.
Get him? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you also going for get him?
Did you use the lookout last round?
No, because I didn't attack Prince. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't give it.
What did you guys' get him chant look like since you're doing it together?
If you'd both chosen to heal Ava, Ava might still be in the competition because that would have been less friendship I would have had to spend.
Wait, could
Well,
we
I
have,
didn't do that.
So it's Prince, right?
It's Prince is remaining.
So
what are you guys doing for your things?
Could we have coordinated our entire section to make a really big grand sweeping gesture and bow, and you just hear resounding, "Your Majesty."
So what is the mechanical one that you're doing though? You're both doing get 'ems?
Get him, yes.
Okay, 100%. And that's going to be a +3 get 'em instead of a +2 because you very much have the crowd on your side from what you've done. That is a +3. Nice. That is a +3 get 'em. Okay.
I'm cheering because I'm ready to be done with electric type trainers.
This is, oh my god, dude. If you win, this is the last one. Okay.
Swear to
so
me.
going up to the top, this is gonna go back to Prince's turn. You are now able to get within range because this entire field is only 30 feet long.
Shoot him in the
Yeah,
face.
he started moving 2 more. He hasn't stopped moving since technically his moves went right next to each other. So
Oh, Lord,
continues
he's
going
coming.
towards him, giving him the evil eye the whole way there. And then we're going for the fury attack. Hold on, I need to roll for paralysis.
You do need to roll for
that is
paralysis.
a 2. I rolled a 3 on my d4, so that's going to
That's
be
4.
4 attacks.
Okay, that's I rolled much better than I rolled previously. What was your first one?
28.
Okay, that is going to hit but not crit.
What?
Jesus.
Here, let me hold up my tray real quick.
Jesus.
This is my tray currently. I got a lot of d8s on here.
Glad.
Okay, so that's gonna hit but not crit.
Explosions.
Second one,
11.
11. Okay, that's gonna miss.
Ugh. 14.
14 is also gonna miss.
What rank is this
13.
Pokemon?
13 is going to hit.
5.
So that's
At
2
least
hits.
5.
That's 2 hits.
not-
This is a rank
that's
6
right.
electrode.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it has less friendship than Spark, but it is a higher rank.
So that's going to be 2 minor wounds per. So that's 4 minor wounds, which he should be burning friendship now.
Yep, 4 wounds. That's gonna drop a friendship. That's gonna put to 4. So using that's gonna leave me at 1. So I only have 1 move that can actually hurt Prince, and I need it to crit to kill him.
Prince
Jesus.
hasn't taken 1 iota of damage yet.
Yeah, I only have
It's a
1
big
move
move.
that works.
Go boom.
Go out with a
Because
bang.
it's a ground type. He doesn't have shit other than go boom.
Go boom.
Which means that by default, I want you to know that if you use the friendship to get around this, you will win this fight.
Listen, he can drag this out or he can forfeit right now.
Nah, he's not going kicking or he's going kicking and screaming into the night. He's
Alright,
he's
cool.
not giving this
Kicking and
up.
screaming.
Yeah.
Sound and fury signifying.
I hope he can do that while keeping his composure. Or he's gonna look like a little bitch.
No, he is prepared for where this was going. He's grown as a person since then. So actually, as you look up at Spike, you can see Spike is like contemplating as a person, and he's looking down. He looked down at his Pokeball, and he's kind of like winces. Like his strategy that he wanted to run did not get to happen. He's looking at this ground type where a lot of his moves are just ineffective against a ground type, and he's gonna look, and he's just gonna give up to like a thumbs down to Electrode, and Electrode's gonna go chode, and just like forward trode.
Hit the deck.
Yeah, hit the deck, and it's gonna spin forward. At this point, we are going to you are gonna go ahead and you are going to roll me a defense die roll.
That's Prince's lowest die.
Defense is his lowest.
Damn, that's so cold. He really went.
Defense is his lowest because of his lonely nature.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That is a 14 on the defense.
With a 17, I hit but not crit.
Thank you.
Which I needed a crit because at this
but
point in
don't
time, as it comes forward, it starts to glow, and for a second it's like, does Electrode evolve? As it starts to glow white. No, that is the glowing white of a
Mid-battle?
building explosion. As like at this point, you can see like members of the audience who knows what's coming, like cover their ears and eyes. You can see at this point, Finn just grabs his thumbs and like covers all his ears and eyes. At this point in time, as there is a across the entire stadium, as there is a tremor that goes through the stands from the self-destruct being used. Prince is gonna go ahead and take 9 wounds.
Okay, so I'll burn 1 friendship and keep him alive.
Burn 1 friendship to keep him up. And that is going to call the end of that fight as silence falls over the crowd.
So as it's exploding, I'm just like, brace!
Brace! At that point, and then after you called the brace and the explosion happens, silence happens. And then you hear, and like multiple, like large amounts of clapping and crowd work goes. And from across the battlefield, you can see this point, Spike like looks at like the husk of a fainted Electrode. Man, you did it again.
I like double over and start holding my breath for most of that match.
Yep. I think the single most important die roll in that match was a 4 on that D4.
Yep.
I think that was the single most. I think this battle is completely different if you roll any other number on that die. That's fucking crazy.
That was wild.
I'd return Prince. Good night, sweet Prince.
With that, that is going to bring us to the end of the top 32 matches. So all of you have gone to the top 16 at this point, meaning only one of you needed to fulfill the top 16 to get the Vasco thing, but you are all now top 16 people in this tournament. You could drop now if you wanted.
Yeah, I just had to beat Spike. I'm happy now.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Unbeatable. We will see you next time.
Wow, what a great episode. Thank you for watching this episode of Unbeatable. To support us, head over to our Patreon, where you can get access to our Discord. There we interact with our community and gather questions for our Q&As. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay unbeatable.
I am unbeatable, I'll train until I meet my goal. If stakes are high, no I won't fold, because I am unbeatable. Earning every badge, whatever it takes, I'm gonna be the best trainer, you just wait. And I know the road ahead looks like it won't be easy. I am unbeatable. Standing by my side, got my friends with me to explore a whole world of possibilities. But no matter what the challenge is, we can overcome it together. Because we are unbeatable, we'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no we won't fold, because we are unbeatable. We are unbeatable, we'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no we won't fold, because we are unbeatable.